morning, students. We have already logged for this online session. So, as in the previous online sessions and the previous videos uploaded in the YouTube, so we have started the discussion on the open channel also. So, in those videos, we have studied the open channel flow, types of open channel flow. So the types of open channel flow are uniform flow, non-uniform flow, steady flow and unsteady flow. So first we started the study on the uniform flow. In the uniform flow study, we have derived two mathematical equations, that is the flow equations. One is the Chayes equation and Manning's equation to compute the discharge in the canal and velocity in the canal. Then we started discussion on the specific energy, the concept of the specific energy, critical depth in the open channel flow, then also the alternative depth and the relation between the alternative depths and critical depth. Okay, so as we have discussed, when the Froude number is 1, the flow is said to be critical. Otherwise, the flow may be supercritical or subcritical. It depends upon the Froude number. Then we started the discussion on the non-uniform flow. So in the non-uniform flow, we have two types of flows. That is, one is the rapidly varied flow, RFD, then GVF. This is a rapidly varied flow, RVF, then the gradually varied flow. So in the previous sessions, we have discussed about the rapidly varied flow. So in the rapidly varied flow, the depth of flow in the open channel changes abruptly. When the depth of flow in the open channel changes abruptly or for the smaller reach of length, then the flow will jump in the open channel. So when the flow jumps, that is mainly because of the abrupt change of depth for a smaller period of time. So that is called a rapidly varied flow. So rapidly varied flow is one in which in the open channel flow, the depth in the open channel varies abruptly. So lot of disturbed flow we are getting in the open channel. Such flow is called RVF. So here we have derived the mathematical equation for again the hydraulic jump. Because of the change in depth from the supercritical to subcritical depth, there is a jump. That jump is going to call as the hydraulic jump, and we have derived the quadratic equation for the hydraulic jump, and also we know the solutions for that quadratic equation, which we have already discussed in the earlier classes, and we have also solved these problems. So in the today's session, let us start study on gradually varied flow. What is the gradually varied flow? Gradually varied flow means if the depth of flow changes on the canal gradually, then such type of flow is called gradually varied flow. Means the depth of flow is changing gradually or very slowly in the open channel. Such flow is called gradually varied flow. So we will derive the dynamic equation for the gradually varied flow. So certain assumptions we have made while deriving the dynamic equation for the gradually varied flow. Those assumptions are given in the notes, and the notes are already uploaded in the YouTube. please you refer those notes, class notes. The main assumptions we have assumed is the canal is, or the canal section is considered prismatic. So the prismatic channel means what? If the channel boundaries are not going to change with respect to space and with respect to time, such channel is called prismatic channel. Okay? So the first assumption is the channel or the canal is considered as a prismatic. Prismatic channel is one whose boundary is fixed and that boundary is not going to change with respect to time and space. This is the first assumption. Since second assumption, the flow in the open channel varies gradually, so all the uniform flow equations, that is the Chezy's equation, Manning's equation, holds good for the gradually varied flow. Okay, this is a very important assumption. The second assumption is, since the flow in the open channel varies gradually, that is depth of flow varies gradually, so the uniform flow equations, that is Chezy's equations and Manning's equations, are holds good for the gradually varied flow. That is the second assumption. Then the third assumption, the hydrostatic pressure distributions or the hydrostatic forces acting between section 1,1 and 2,2 are neglected. Then the channel bottom is so smooth, the frictional resistance to the flow is also neglected. So with these assumptions, so you please refer the notes which have been already uploaded, the assumptions made. That is, one is the prismatic channel, then the hydrostatic forces are neglected, then all the flow equations, that is Chezy's equations and Manning's equation, which are used, holds good for the uniform flow, also holds good for the gradually varied flow. So with the assumptions, let us consider this is the datum or the reference line. Okay, this is the datum. Now this is the canal bottom. Okay, this is the canal bottom, and this is the depth of flow in the channel, that is y. Okay, and this is the v square by 2g is the velocity head. That is v square by 2g is the velocity head. Now, total energy head available at this section or at the section 1,1 is, or the total energy available at section energy or energy head is available at this section is equal to E plus E is equal to Z plus Y plus V square by 2G. This E is the energy head, this is equal to Z is the datum head, Y is the depth of flow in the channel, V square by 2G is the velocity head. Now let us call this equation as A. Okay. Since the energy head is changing only in the x direction, so it is a one-dimensional flow, because there is no change in energy head in the y direction or in the z direction. The change in energy head takes place only in the x direction as the flow takes place from one section to another section, but the flow is gradual. So now let us differentiate equation A with respect to x, because the energy head is changing. See, at this section 1,1, this is the total energy head. So at the section 2,2, so suppose this is the section 2,2, the energy head is this. Okay, this is the energy head loss, that is dE. dE is the energy head loss. This energy head loss is mainly because of when the flow takes place from section 1 to section 2. So this is called energy head loss. So this is the total energy available at section 2. This is the total energy available at the section 1. Now differentiating equation A with respect to x. So dE by dx, that is the E varies only with respect to x. So I have taken the total derivative. Then the z also varies only with respect to x. So it is dz by dx. Y varies only with respect to yx. So it is dy by dx. Then d by dx v square by 2g. Okay. Now what is dE by dx? This is the dE by dx. What is dE by dx? It is the gradient term. That is dE by dx. It is a derivative term. The physical meaning of this is variation of E. What is E? E is the total energy head. So variation of E with respect to x. So this is the variation of energy head. So at this point, this is the energy head. At this point, this is the energy head. At this point, this is the energy head. So it varies. So that's why dE by dx is nothing but gradient, or it is a slope. This slope is called energy line slope, or you can call it as SF. Okay, so I have taken minus SF because if this is the original, okay, as x increases, SF decreases. Okay, as x increases, SF decreases. So this SF is taken as negative, minus SF. So dE by dx is minus SF, that I have substituted here. Then next, what is dz by dx? dz by dx is variation of channel bottom with respect to x. Variation of channel bottom with respect to x. So dz by dx. So also you can observe, this is the channel bottom slope, and you can call this is as SB. This channel bottom slope varies from x. So at the point x equal to 0, this is the slope height. Okay. Then as x increases, this channel bottom slope also decreases. So I have also taken minus SB. SB is the channel bottom slope. Why the minus sign, minus SB? It is because as x increases, SB decreases. So it is minus SB. So dy by dx is the variation of y, that is depth of flow with respect to x, plus d by dx. See, v square, v is what? V is the velocity. So we have q is equal to a into v, or v square is equal to q square by a square. So instead of v square, you substitute q square by a square in this bracket. So that is q square by a square 2g. So now let us take this. Okay, differentiate this with respect to x. That is d by dx is equal to q square a square divided by a square 2g. So q square, you keep this q square as it is. A square is equal to, we have b square y square, b square y square. So instead of a square, here you can substitute b square y square after doing that. So now, so when you want to differentiate, which is the term inside the differential term, q square is constant, q is constant, so I can take q square outside from the differential term. 2g is also constant, this can also be taken outside. Then channel bottom width b is also constant, so this can be also taken out from the differential term. So q square 2g b square is constant term, so this can be taken out from the differential term, and only y varies with respect to x, so differentiating y with respect to x. So q square 2g b square, keep it as it is. So now differentiation of 1 by y square with respect to x is minus 2 y cube into dy by dx. So you know how to differentiate y square. So this is y minus 2. So minus 2 y minus 2 minus 1. So minus 2 y raised to minus 3, or it can be also written as 2y cube. So this you can substitute here. So it is minus 2 y cube dy by dx. Okay, because we are differentiating y with respect to x, so it is dy by dx. Now substitute this term in equation dE by dx. So or in this equation, so it is SB. So taking this SB of this side, right hand side or left hand side, so it is minus SB minus SF. Keep dy by dx as it is. So then this term can be written as q square 2g b square minus 2 divided by y cube dy by dx. So we are doing that here. Then dy by dx is a common, so simplifying that, SB minus SF, this is equal to dy by dx, 1 minus q square t 2g b square 2 divided by y cube, or dy by dx is equal to SB minus SF 1 minus q square g a square b square, this is y cube, so y square means a square, 1 y is there, so you can keep that y, these two cancels. So dy by dx, dsb minus sf, then q square by a square is equal to v square divided by gy. So the final dynamic equation for the gradually varied flow is dy by dx. dy by dx. What is dy by dx? It is the total derivative of depth of flow with respect to x. Okay, that is the variation in y with respect to x. This is equal to SB, channel bottom slope, or the difference of channel bottom slope and energy slope, divided by 1 minus Fr square, because we know the Froude number Fr is equal to V divided by square root of Gy, or Fr square is equal to V square divided by Gy. So instead of V square by Gy, you put Fr square, that is Froude's number. So the final equation for the gradually varied flow is dy by dx is equal to difference in channel slopes, that is the channel bottom slope minus energy slope divided by 1 minus Fr square. So alternatively, this equation 1, the equation 1 can be also written as, so let us take Fr. Fr is equal to what? V divided by square root of G1. Fr square is equal to V square divided by G1. So Fr square is equal to V square is Q square A square Gy. Okay. Now I am multiplying for this. So this is ultimately Fr square only. So I am multiplying this term by T by B. What is, so this is your rectangular channel. This is your rectangular channel, and this is the depth of flow in the channel. Okay. This is the top width T, and this is the bottom width B. So here T is equal to B. T is equal to B. So I am multiplying some ratio, that is T by B. This T B cancels, so ultimately you will get the same term. So Fr square is equal to Q square T by Ga cube. Substituting this in this equation 1, so dy by dx is equal to again SB minus SF 1 minus q square t by GAQ. So either you can make use of this equation while solving the problems, or you can make the use of this equation. So that is both the equations, dy by dx is equal to sp minus sf 1 minus fr square holds good for the gradually varied flow, or dy by dx is equal to sb minus sf 1 minus q square t by GAQ. Students, already the derivation notes uploaded in the YouTube. So you please refer, and if you have any doubts or questions, you please refer to me. Okay.